Hello and welcome to another video. So today I want to collage and I'm actually recording this voiceover after the fact. So bear with me as I pretend that I'm talking in real time. But the reason why I wanted to collage is lately I've just been feeling a little less than artsy fartsy. So, I kind of just wanted to turn my brain off and get started. Um, and the thing with collaging, and this is one of the reasons it is the medium that is like kind of nearest and dearest to my heart, is because you get to just turn your brain off and you don't have to I mean you do have to think, but you're not creating something completely from scratch. You're taking things that already exists and just mishmashing them all together. So, while you do have to think, you by far do not have to think as much, in my opinion. So there's that. Um, and also with collaging, it's just like any other skill where the more you do it, kind of the better that you get at it. I will say though, it is one of those things that is definitely limited by the amount of supplies you have. Um, I mean, all you really need is a glue stick and a of is it not recording after the clip? Right, you know what is it is not my problem if I mean it is my problem actually, so that kinda sucks. But hopefully this is just gonna keep recording. But as I was saying, collages are one of the things that it definitely depends on what you have. I mean, you only need the glue stick or like Mod Podge, whatever, but you also need like a ton of pictures and um if writing is your vibe and you know da 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 da, then you do need all that stuff. And you can hear my dogs in the background. Well, just one dog, but my sister's dog is also here, so there's that too. But ignore them. But oh my gosh, I don't know what they're doing to my poor girl. But anyways, um, it is one of those things that is somewhat limited to what I mean obviously it doesn't really matter. But sorry, my cat wanted in and then she stared at me like I was stupid. Um, but anyways, like it's not so bad if you just like stockpile a ton of stuff, which I have done, which I now regret because now it's like all kept on top of my desk. So my pets, my cats will get on said desk and knock everything over. So that's very disheartening. So yeah, there's that. So I'm kind of glad that I've started. Well, I can't really say started. It's only this video, but or this one collage, but I'm glad that I got at least a little bit of my what would you say, like stock storage. Like either way, I like freed up a little bit at least. Um, so that is tremendous to me because that means less paper that I have to pick up off the floor. Which the less cleaning I have to do, you know, that that is good stuff for me. And I'm more than happy to not clean. I mean, obviously, like I do, but the less I have to do outside of the normal maintenance things, the better, in my opinion. But anyways, I guess I'm gonna start talking about what's actually going on in the video now. If you've been paying attention to the video, you will already be aware that it is just a lot of cutting, just a ton of cutting, just cutting, cutting, cutting. Um, Finding pictures, cutting them up, and if you see when I like bring things onto camera, I would have been like turning to my left, so like away from my sketchbook. That is me grabbing things either from my desk or from the floor, and then okay, wow. Right after I said like I hear someone, my cat like straight up, like she's just straight up pounced at the door, like completely ramped into it. But anyways, so when you see me turning to the left, I'm grabbing things either from the floor or from the desk. And um whenever I turn to the right, that's where my shredder is. So anything that I knew I wasn't going to use at any point and can see myself using in the future, I just put it in a pile like on top of my shredder to be shredded, and it has now all been shredded. And I will say that I had to empty it twice, and I also jammed it twice. So I don't know what the magic number of two is, but somebody with angel numbers, let me know what 22 is, or just two, whichever one. But anyways, so at this point, I was still kind of operating that I was going to have this kind of nature and man-made like city building feel. And I just kept cutting things, and it's not a waste, because I did end up still using some of the photos that I picked. But I will go ahead and let you know that it definitely does not stay as that initial idea, which makes sense because I think rarely in any occasion does our process, like our first thought, become the end product. So, potato potato, um was it tomato tomato? Because it works either way. But yeah, so when life gives you lemons, I guess. Um but I have to say, if you do not like methodical tasks of just doing the same thing over and if you do not like methodical tasks, um do not partake. Because I can tell you the majority of this video, and by majority I mean like probably 27 out of the 28 minutes of it is just me grabbing paper, um, cutting out pictures I like, and then seeing if I like them with the other pictures I like. And it was just cutting upon cutting upon cutting. Um, Also, in my original video, or like audio, I guess, whatever you want to say, um I remember telling myself to like have a tracker of how many times I actually cut my desk whenever I was using my exact knife. And I can happily say it was two. So throughout this entire process, because I thought I was going to cut my desk like scratch it so much more than just two times. Um, I thought like I don't know. I thought it was just gonna look like a cat got to my desk or something, I guess. But again with the twos, so somebody somebody like I don't know if that would be an angel number or a demon number, but like I don't know, are there demon numbers? I mean surely, but I mean maybe not because when thinking of basically any mythology of it, demons are just corrupted, like heavenly or high-born entities. So I mean, whatever, whatever. Either way, that puts us at 222. So if anybody's got an angel number for that, if anybody, if any of my like hippie witchy girlies, which I'm a hippie witchy girly too, but I'm more of like I don't know. I'm more like into tarot and like nature, like like plants and like hiking and stuff like that than I am like well, I'm into astrology too. Basically, I I like like I get into the majority of the things, but it just angel numbers isn't one of them. And I think it's simply because I can't remember. Like I can't remember like all the different numbers and their meanings. And like I don't know. I mean, I'm sure if I actually, if I actually really put my heart into it and really practice like I have with tarot or I don't want to really say astrology because like I'm kind of like baby, like a baby when it comes to like I mean I can do the signs pretty well. Um but I'm kind of a baby when it comes to like reading charts and everything, if that makes sense. Um, if anyone's wondering, I'm an air sign. And I have a lot of air in my chart, and I'm not gonna tell you which houses. I'm not gonna tell you which houses or which planets. I'm not telling you anything. Just that there's a lot of air in my chart. So I guess I don't know. I guess that makes sense. Because I am fairly. Mm, I mean, I am indecisive, but it's not really the word I'm thinking. Really the personality trait I'm thinking. I'm very like free, like easygoing, I guess. Like I'll yap to anybody. But that's we're getting off subject here. Which hey, I've been talking for almost the entire time. Um, by entire time I mean half the video. So I don't really want to leave it to like 13 minutes of like background music or anything. But anyways, so I'm gonna try and get back on track to what I am supposed to be talking about. Um at this point I found like a lot of like nature photos. And you will see um once it's actually completely in frame again and I have stopped my cutting crusade is that like it is just a of ton of nature stuff which is on track given because it's me. It's me we're talking about here, but just going from that original idea of kind of having nature plus more human man-made stuff um to just then going like more strictly nature. I mean it's like what I said earlier, our original plans are rarely the ones that we actually stick with, and I have to say that it is one of the things that I enjoy most about collaging because um you kind of you don't really get to plan to begin with, you know? Like, I mean, you can, but the way that I like to collage is I like to just go through clearly, rip things out clearly, and cut them up extremely clearly. So it's a very freeing medium or experience, depending how you want to view it. Um, it's just really nice to, like I was saying earlier in the video, just to turn your brain off and kind of become not like not like a robot or a zombie or anything like that, but it's just very calming to be able to just not have to produce anything completely from scratch. And I don't know, it's just so nice. So I will recommend it again, unless that you are someone who hates methodical tasks, because this is definitely very methodical. I mean, maybe if you are someone who is more planning with their collages and you know, actually sit down and find all your pictures beforehand and all that, um, maybe then it wouldn't be so methodical, but you're still taking like the time to do it, I gotta say. And if you think that doing this will spare you any time, um, I hate to tell you, but be prepared to still have like roughly an hour in. But okay, on the bright side, that hour is, you know, it's not hard. It's not you like painting or sculpting or drawing, like, you know, whatever. It is just the vibe. And that's all it is. But I am going to stop recording now because my throat is starting to hurt. And I will see you guys in the next one. Wait. The pages that I just that I just ripped out, or that I'm ripping out right now, they're all recipe pages from this magazine. I'm gonna try them, and maybe if you guys are interested, you may like share them, or I guess you could like kind of just pause the video and zoom in and try to see what they say. But anyways, before I notice that again, my voice does hurt, or my throat hurts. My voice can't really hurt, but um I will see you in the next one. And I still don't really have a no like outro saying. So yeah, okay, bye.